Hey, what's up YouTube? Lightsaber Samurai here. I'm back again with another video and digging into my backlog again. This time I got a really interesting game on the original Xbox by the name of Toe Jam and Earl 3 Mission to Earth. So, how is it? Well, let's talk about it. Released in 2002, this is the third entry in the Toe Jam and Earl series. This takes place, you play as Toe Jam Earl and newcomer Letitia. The mission is you have to travel to Earth to retrieve the 12 albums of Lamont the Great Funkopotamus. They've apparently been stolen and they've been taken to Earth, and it is your job to retrieve those and defeat the main antagonist known as Anti-Funk. This is an action-adventure game slash action platformer, very similar to the original Toe Jam and Earl on the Sega Genesis. You'll play as one of the three characters. It takes place in randomly generated levels that take place on Earth and Earth, kinda. I mean, it's supposed to be Earth, but this doesn't look much like Earth to me. They're kind of like floating islands based on different types of terrain you would see on Earth. But with that, you'll go in and in addition to finding the albums, you will defeat a lot of the Earthlings who attack you, and you'll use your Funk Fu and your Funk Notes, which are your projectile weapons, and your melee attacks respectively. You will use those to functify the citizens of Earth and bring funk to the world. This was a really fun game, I thought, when I played it. One of the things I noticed right away were the graphics. The graphics were really well done. Apparently this game had been in development for a while. There were versions of this game that released on the N64 as far as like developer content, like not actual games, but we saw versions of this on N64 hardware, and even within recent years a near complete build of this game was found on a Dreamcast dev kit. So they've been working on this game for a long time, and it shows as far as the production values. Again, the graphics are really fantastic. It's got some really nice water effects, some great lighting, and also the sound is done really well too. The characters themselves are wrote very funny. I really enjoy the humor in this game. The three aliens, they're kind of, the Toe Jam and Earl were always alien rappers. I don't know if Letitia is too, but I like their whole style. It's very heavily based on late 80s and early 90s era black hip hop culture, in particular more of like the New Jack Swing stuff. So the female alien Letitia herself is modeled very much off of like an early 90s Tisha Campbell. That's who she reminded me of right away, as far as like kind of how she looked and the way she talked and just her whole swag. I believe she was heavily influenced by the 1990s actor. That's pretty much all I got to say about this game. Again, the sounds are fantastic from the kind of funk hip hop beats and the music, and then you'll go into kind of like these kind of side areas where you'll have like the singing trio of ladies. This game plays more like a collectathon, kind of like you would see in like Banjo Kazooie or Crash Bandicoot. You'll find keys to unlock certain levels and be able to progress to new worlds once you've collected a certain amount of them, and so they're scattered all over the worlds. And yeah, that's pretty much all I got to say about it. This game unfortunately was panned when it came out in 2002. People just citing that it was forgettable and things like that. I really enjoyed this game, and I think it really just missed the boat as far as what was in vogue at the time. Again, I mentioned that there are versions of this, like as far as like development builds that ran on N64 hardware, and had it come out during that era, we got Banjo-Kazooie, like all the Rare platformers from Rareware. I think that this would have found itself right at home, but the early 2000s, everybody was moving into first-person shooters and things like that. The more gritty stuff was taken over again, so those games kind of fell by the wayside. If you see this game, this is going for about 15 to 20 bucks. Unfortunately, I don't really see it in game stores anymore. I found this copy at a pawn shop a while back. So if you see Toe Jam and Earl, definitely pick it up. I think this is going to be one of the first games that disappear and really start to get rare for the original Xbox. Okay, so that's about all I got for you in this episode, but let's talk about it in the comment section below. Questions, comments, concerns, threats. What do you guys think of Toe Jam and Earl Mission to Earth if you've ever played it before? If you guys like this content, go ahead, hit that like button and subscribe. If you haven't done so already, you'll be glad you did. I do believe that's all I got for you. Lightsaber Samurai out, and peace.